In this video, I want to talk about using StatCrunch to find a probability, different types of probabilities of a binomial probability distribution. So here's a problem where it states 43% of adults say cashews are their favorite kind of nut. So you randomly select 12 adults and ask each to name his or her favorite nut. So find the probability that the number who say cashews are their favorite nut is exactly 3, at least 4, and at most 2. So we're going to use StatCrunch to find these values. So first, let's go over here and open StatCrunch. Alright, now that I'm in StatCrunch, I want to open the binomial calculator. So I'm going to go to Stat, and I'm going to choose Calculator and Binomial. So there's a couple of things the binomial calculator wants me to provide. It wants me to provide the sample size n, the probability of success, and then it'll graph it for me, and I will find probabilities in this using the bottom here. So if I move this down here and I look at this problem, 43% of adults say that cashews are their favorite kind of nut. So that is my p-value. Now also we randomly select 12 adults, so that is my n value. So I'm going to change n to 12, and p was 43%, which we always write as a decimal. And the first question was, what's the probability that exactly 3 out of our 12 say that they like the cashews as their favorite nut? So I'm going to choose the exactly equal to. I'm going to change this to 3 and click compute, and it is going to give me that probability. To 3 decimal places, we can see that that is 0.111. Now the second question, part B, says what's the probability that 4 or more, right? It says at least 4. So when we say at least 4, we mean 4 or more, greater than or equal to 4. So I will just come down to my binomial calculator, choose greater than or equal to 4, and click compute. And there is that value of 0.833 if we round to 3 decimal places. And then the last one being less than or equal to 2, right? Again, at most 2 is what that asked for. So we're going to choose less than or equal to 2 in that case. Okay, and then one last thing to mention to you, the problem that I had up there did not ask the question of finding the probability of a between scenario. So for example, suppose the problem said find the probability that between 4 and 8 like cashew nuts. So in order to accomplish that, I'm just going to click the between button here, and I'm going to select the between values. So I'd say between 4 and 8 and click compute, and it would give me that probability. So this is how you find the probability of a binomial distribution using StatCrunch.